The first image, I think it was in the 4th of January 1992, right? The first day. And so as usual, we're all ready, you know, to give lessons, to see what's happening, to, you know, getting the horses ready and stuff. And we were supposed to have this busload of guys coming at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I remember the bus pulling up and these guys practically rolling down the stairs.
How cold was it?
It was really cold. It was really cold. I think it was the coldest winter in 20 years or something. And these guys came down. I mean, I don't know if it was jet lag or they just had a great party last night before, you know, but it was very funny. And the whole atmosphere around these guys was terrific.
I worked in Los Angeles.
For how many years?
For 6 years.
What were you doing there?
I was an actor and mostly musicals and theater.
Starving mostly. Fighting the wolf from the door.
In January 1992, I was working at the Disney MGM Studios in Orlando, Florida at Disney World, where I was performing in the Indiana Jones stunt show. I was playing the mechanic who beats up Indiana Jones during the airport fight scene, and Marianne, the girlfriend, is inside the airplane shooting up all the bad guys and explosions everywhere.
En fin de compte, quand j'ai commencé au costuming des serveurs. Je m'occupais des serveurs avant. C'est après un an, je suis descendue avec Françoise Barbier.
I came here, I actually went to Disney in Florida the 9th of February, 1992. We arrived here in France, I believe, on the 14th.
I was working at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida for 4.5 years. And I was driving their world champion 8-horse Percheron hitch. And we were doing parades and traveling around the country at the time.
I was rodeoing, trying to make a living.
I started since the beginning, just before 1 month before the opening, for the rehearsals, for the programmation of the light.
I was working with Mario Loraci. We have a ranch near to Paris, and working there with him, doing movies and stunts and acting on movies and stuff like that.
Well, I was working for a concrete outfit, building curbs for the Walmarts.
First thing I went through my head was, did they drop us off in Poland or what?
If we could give a new definition to the word hell.
It was cold, wet, rainy. I thought we might have got dropped off at the wrong place.
My first impressions were at the Charles de Gaulle Airport. I came over with the musicians and the other coachman, Pete Peterson. We got to the Charles de Gaulle Airport early in the morning, and we were expecting to see somebody, and we're all looking around, and I think I said to somebody, "What the hell do we do now?" And they all looked at me like, "We don't know." And we waited and waited, and about 2 hours later, somebody finally came and picked us up, but it wasn't a good start.
The opening was exciting and dangerous, adventurous, everything above. We had a great crew. We had some great horses. We had some exciting things, such as we were invited to the Cheyenne Hotel, and everyone ended up getting in a fight. I mean most of the crew.
We met Allison at the airport and she said, "Oh, we need a bigger bus." We had all this equipment. It was unbelievable.
It was hectic, pandemonium. Backstage was incredible. There was people getting run over left and right. Nobody knew who the boss was. It was a complete mess. But the show was pretty good. It was exciting.
Conditions at rehearsals were, well, they were at the beginning stages, you know. Part of the arena was still not together. Most of Disney Village, as we know it today, which has also gone through the Festival Disney change, but not only a name change, but it was just not the same. I mean, there was still dirt everywhere, no concrete whatsoever, and we were a couple of months away from opening, and we were all going, hey, is this thing going to open or not?
Well, I remember going through 28 different scripts. And I remember then the first time the show was about 3 hours long.
The bus would come in the afternoon, and 30 to 40 of us would get on the bus and come all the way out to Disney. And then I felt sorry for the local French people, I honestly did, because 30 or 40 of us would also bail out of this bus about 12:30 at night, and most of us had a few beers, you know. And this was a kind of a retirement kind of community, a lot of just families and things all around us, and we would barrel into that apartment at 12:30, and it just like all hell would break loose. In the summertime, the windows came open and stereos were wide open. Tommy Turvey was rappelling down the side of the the apartment building, and I felt sorry for the poor French people. I did.
Des problèmes qu'on a eu ici, c'est surtout la première année, c'était d'emmener les housses, les accrocher sur les autovalets qui étaient très durs.
The conditions during rehearsals were pretty rough. We had no doors on the canyon. They were being held up in Canada for some reason. And the months of February, March, and April were very cold. We had no doors either on the backstage, so the wind came whistling through right into the arena. And most of the time, during the rehearsals, one scene would be rehearsed for the entire day, and so everybody else that wasn't in that scene would have to sit up in the bleachers. The only good thing was that a little canteen truck would come to the roundabout behind the show, and we would go out, buy a six-pack of beer, bring it up into the stands, sit there and drink it while we weren't rehearsing.
The biggest problem is just like every creation, we have to do order everything. We have to work very hard, even days and night, of course, because the light wasn't good in the beginning. We have to change. Even after the opening, we change a lot of light, because for the horses, they was afraid about that certain light, and even the buffaloes.